Good morning, welcome back. On my last video, about a day after it had gone out, I suddenly thought, I didn't do an introduction on that video, did I? So I went back and watched it and I didn't, I just went straight into it. Apologies. So welcome back. Thank you very much for coming back. So today is Wednesday and plans for today. I've already been out with Jenny for a walk. Sorry, I thought somebody was at the door, but it was just a car door banging. I've been working on this again. I can't remember what state it was in when I showed you the other day. I might have to go back and have a look. Because I've moved things around, I've priced things up, I've made a plan. I'm opening on Saturday for a pop-up shop while I do some work. Just a few hours, sort of 9 till 12, something like that. And just see if I take any money, it's a bonus, isn't it? I put my glasses on because it was giving me a headache looking at my own reflection and not being able to focus. Anybody who wears glasses and does YouTube will know exactly what I mean. So it feels kind of good to have a purpose. It feels kind of good to play shops again. But I really didn't want to be here. I just had a customer come and knock on the door, had a little chat. I think I'm going to have a whole lot of that on Saturday. People coming in saying, oh, I'm so sorry you're here. Not that you're sorry that you're here, but sorry that it hasn't half worked out for you and all that. So I'm going to have a lot of those conversations that I just didn't want to have, but it is what it is. I hate that saying. So I'll give you a little tour, a little tour of the shop. It's not ideal. We've got packing boxes over here that everybody can see. That wall's all messy and stuff, but, I'm not doing a full shop fit. At the moment, I've got these big for sale signs in the window. I will take those out on Saturday. So here we are. We've got a bit of West German pottery and some nice planters. And I showed you some of this, but I don't think I'd got it all arranged like this when I showed you the other day. I showed you that, didn't I, when I got that from the car boot? Isn't that lovely? So this is a mixture of stuff that I had, stuff that's on my website, stuff that I've picked up recently. Oh, shall I put my light on? There we go. Lights. So I told you my shop, top shelf's Etsy, then that's website, and then that's stuff that I need to sort. This is a hat box that I really don't want to sell, but my husband said I've got to sell it. Some bits and bobs, and then over here some candles, the last 3 of my cards that I had for sale, that bag that I showed you the other day, and lots of lovely wax melts. So I've done quite a lot of work yesterday and over the last few days, but I still need to do some pricing up, especially in that cabinet. Some things have got price tickets on that are no longer relevant, some haven't got price tickets on at all, so I need to sort out that. My jewellery isn't all priced, but I kind of think that people can ask how much they are, or maybe I'll get around to stickering it, I don't know. Remember, you can still get 20% off on my website using the discount code January 24. I've just been to the post office to drop off a little letter, and my eyes are just streaming. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm absolutely sobbing. But I'm not. So nice to get my wax melt going again. I don't use them in the house for some reason. I'm a creature of habit. Wax melts are for the shop, candles upstairs. Although, when we move, I might start new habits. And then I've got this gorgeous pebble that my friend Bex sent me. Keep this smile for when you need it. And that's sweet. You can... Bex has got a website. I will link it below. And then I'm watching Carla's video. How spooky is that? While I do some work. Okay, so it is now about 11:20. I've just blown my nose. That's why my nose is all red. I've priced some stuff over there. I've priced the jewellery. I'm just going through boxes of stuff that I'd sort of packed, ready to move. And then I've just started unpacking stuff again. Bits that I thought I'd deal with later. Postcards, photos, that kind of thing, as in to sell, not my own. I've just come across this that I kind of remember. I can't remember where it was, in a job lot or a drawer of a chest of drawers that I bought. Can I read any of it to you? Okay, it starts, dearest watermelon bleep. No, I can't go any further than that. But it's a very interesting letter. Warming up some chilli for lunch. The sun's come out. Oh, it's a bit bright just there. Right, I'm gonna have coffee, biscuits, and watch a bit of YouTube while I work on a lino cut that I'm doing, and chill for a few minutes before I decide what to do next. I've had my coffee and my biscuits, and I've been working on my latest lino cut. I decided to give the faux art, the Scandi faux art thing a miss. I just couldn't get my head around the design. So I've done a tree. We'll see how that comes out. I think I've finished it. I will look at it a bit closely when I put strong glasses on and see. I was just thinking about, Caroline did a video this morning about how life's complicated and how to streamline your life and stuff. And I watched the beginning of it. I didn't actually watch it all because I was getting on with stuff. But life is really complicated now, because I think back to when I was 18 and I left school, and then I went to work for WH Smith's. I literally just walked in the door and went, have you got a job? And they went, yeah, go and sit on the till. And then I said to my manager, because it was like a temp job, like Christmas temp, and when the temp job was coming to the end, I just said, can I stay? And he went, no, but there's a job going in town if you want it, because I was at a smaller branch out of town. And I went, yeah, I'll go back to that. So I went to town and worked there for a bit, and then when that contract finished, I went back to the other one, and then when that contract finished, I went back to the other one, and then I stayed there for quite a while. Anyway, if you wanted to go on a bus, you just went, paid your cash, they gave you change, and none of this having to pay with apps and have cards. And you know, if you wanted to drive somewhere, you could drive somewhere without being worried about being zapped by cameras or parking in the wrong spot or going to a car park and having to have an app to pay. And yeah, everything's just really complicated. Really, really complicated. I think like my kids don't find it complicated because they grew up with computers, and I am very resistant to having everything on an app and being computerized for everything. So maybe that's my resistance, is making things more complicated, but it just annoys me. It's really irritating that everything revolves around technology. I bought some pyjamas for my daughter at Christmas from New Look, and I said, can I have a receipt? And she said, oh, we only do paperless now. And I thought, oh, for God's sake, do you know what I mean? Just give me a paper receipt. It's not going to cause that, you know, just ask people, do you want a receipt or not? And most people will just say no, and then that'll save you paper. The people that do want a receipt, print one out. Anyhow, I'm moaning about getting old again, aren't I? Everything's complicated. It's my eldest son's birthday in the next week, and he's going to be 26. 26. He's going to be older than I was when I had him. That is just freaky. If that doesn't make me feel old, I don't know what does. Oh dear. And I think this limbo thing that we're in at the moment is causing us real lethargy, and I think we're both feeling like really sluggish and stuck, and I'm scared that I won't be able to get going again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I can go out and walk, and I can, you know, potter around, I can read, I can do this, I can do that, but it's not the same as getting stuck into things, is it? Getting stuck into moving and decorating a new house and planning a garden and growing stuff and starting your business, and yeah. So I'd love to know your thoughts on the pros and cons of social media, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I don't, ooh, sorry, pretty butterfly just flew past the window. What was I saying? Pros and cons of social media. So is YouTube social media as well? I suppose it is, isn't it? Yeah. I've been thinking about it a lot recently, because part of me, I've told you before, I'd like to sort of almost disappear, you know, switch off all my social media and just disappear into something more real, you know. So say we have a house with a big garden, you know, just getting stuck into real life of growing veg and plants and flowers and getting out in nature and forgetting about this social media bubble, you know, being real, present, I think they call it, don't they? But then there's the other side of me that I really enjoy social media because I enjoy connections. I mean, when I first got Facebook, and I think I was a bit late coming to it, I don't know when it was, but I reconnected with friends I hadn't seen for years, and I've managed to sort of loosely keep in touch with people through it. So in that way it's really beneficial. But one, it is such a time waster, isn't it? I waste so much time on social media. Two, it's becoming increasingly fake, which I try to avoid the fakeness, you know, but when you, I don't know, you just see all these perfect homes and perfect faces and perfect lives, which we're supposed to aspire to be like, and I don't aspire to be like that at all. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really mixed about the whole social media thing, and I don't know whether, I wouldn't want to give up YouTube because I just really enjoy it, and I wouldn't want to give up Facebook, not because I ever put anything on there now, but because it's got so many memories of the past, and it's also a little link to people that I don't see but I still want to keep in touch with. Straighten you up. You're still wonky, there you go. I think that's really what I should do, is just limit my time on social media, limit my consumption of it. I think because my business was always linked with social media, I felt like I needed to be on call 24/7, and I also need to be contactable by my daughter and things like that. So I felt like my phone needed to be nearby, which then just sucks you into just constantly looking, doesn't it? So I think, yeah, I need to rethink how much time I use on there, and other ways of keeping in touch with people, so I don't have to rely on Facebook and Instagram and all that sort of thing. Should we go back to writing letters? Shall we? I was watching Emma, I think her channel's called Emma Daily. She's moved to Fuerteventura. Is that how you say it? And somebody had written her a letter, and she said, "Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Have a sit down on a coffee and read my letter." And I thought, "Oh, lovely." But then I thought, how much does a stamp cost now? That's expensive, isn't it? Just to write a letter. I quite like writing a letter, but then, yeah, it cost an arm and a leg. Hubby was doing the ironing in the lounge, but I think he must have finished by now. I'm going to go and do some of my puzzle. Doing really well with that. Very exciting, although I think there is a piece missing, because when I bought it from a charity shop and it was only 20p. So, and with my glasses on looking up, there's a little cross in a little spot, so I think there's one piece missing, but it's given me hours of entertainment for 20p. So I'm going to go and do a bit of that. Before I go down that, I wanted to say thank you to Hazel, who ordered via my Avon link, which you'll find in the description box. And if you use that link and then go to Avon and do a little order, I earn a little bit of commission. So thank you very much, Hazel. And feel free to go and have a look. Sorry, I've just been picking at my face, so don't look at that.
Jack Grealish did at Villa in the final year in the championship, and then the first 2 years. I'm not sure he's quite at that height yet. What do you think?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying as well. It's like his position, it's not a dying.
Oh, it's all coming together now. And there's the, where is that cross? Can't see. Oh yeah, there, look. You can see there's a little cross there that I didn't notice. And you know what I've just seen today? Been doing this puzzle for a day. Look, one missing. It's a bit obvious, isn't it? Have you tried these yet? They are absolutely gorgeous. I just had a few while I'm starting to prep tea. Bobby's asked me to cook because he's not been feeling 100%. So I am going to do some, I've got some potatoes and carrots in there. I'm steaming them a bit, but then I'm going to put them in the oven like a roast potatoes. Don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. So I'm going to cook us some fish from the freezer with some potatoes and carrots and broccoli, as exciting as that sounds. And then I'm waiting in. I thought I'd go for a walk, but then I remembered I've got a builder coming. He just needs to do a little job, and he said he'd do it on the way home, and I don't know what time the way home is, so I can't really go out. And then I'll put my pyjamas on and watch some telly tonight. So it's going to get even more interesting than it has been all the way through this video. Well done you for making it to the end. If you've made it to the end, then let's think. Tell me your favourite day of the week. And also remember to give thumbs ups and comments, because all those things help my algorithms. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.